plug it into the RV.
Here we go.
265.
Ooh.
Who's that guy?
Welcome to the channel. I'm Kathy.
And I'm Rich.
And we're creating a simpler life in the Adirondacks. Today we're having a little fun out here in the backyard.
Using the OUPES portable power station Mega 2.
That is powering everything that you see on right now, which is 2 sets of lights, the projector, the computer, the speakers, and basically everything so that we could be out here far from the house watching a movie. Rich and I have been living off the grid while building our house for the past 3 years. During that time, we lived in a small trailer. We used solar to help charge our batteries, but when they got low or we wanted to make coffee or run the air conditioner, we had no choice but to use a gas generator. And honestly, that was a real pain in the neck. Not only was the gas expensive, but the generator was really noisy, and there's only so far away we could keep it. We were living off-grid in our little trailer because we were building our house. And of course, since we were off the grid, we used those same gasoline generators to power all the tools and the machinery we were using to build. We didn't have access to portable power stations such as this at that time, so today we're going to test out how this OUPES Mega 2 would have made our lives so much simpler.
So let's take a closer look at this thing. Here's your power button. Let's turn it on. We gotta hold down the button for a few seconds. We're at 93%. This is your charge ring right here. So basically as it depletes, these lights will go out. Over here is all your DC output. If we wanted to turn on our DC, you got a button here. There you go. It shows that it'll go 99 hours on this DC right now with nothing plugged in. Your Anderson 12 volt output, USB-C output for 100 watts, USB-A, different output ranges. I'm going to use it right now to charge my little camera. Okay, so right now it's showing that it's using 7 watts to charge this thing. And if I wanted to use the DC car adapter, this plug here, pretty self-explanatory there. It lights up on the screen to indicate that you have power going to this area here on the panel. On the AC side, we got 4 20 amp outlets and a 30 amp RV plug. So let's see, will that light up? We have everything turned on right now. On the side here is all our inputs to charge this thing. And what I like about this unit is that it has a really high charge rate capability. We could run 15 amps solar array, anywhere from 12 volts to 150 volts DC to charge this thing with your Anderson connectors. We also have our regular standard 120. The only thing that's different about this is it has its own proprietary 3-prong plug adapter. It's not the same as the ones you would normally see on a computer and stuff. And let's see if it can charge while everything is turned on in the front. I'll plug that in. Oh, I just heard a click. Yeah, so come back to our display. These lights indicate that it's charging. Here's our wattage that it's charging at. Here's our watts that it's using. This is how long it'll last. 99 hours. The battery capacity on this is 2,048 watt hours. It's a 51.2 volt rated lithium iron phosphate battery, which makes it nice and safe to keep indoors. It's quiet, no gas. The maximum output for this is 2,500 watts, which makes it really nice for most appliances and things around the house. The other thing that's nice about this, on this side of the unit, is you could expand on this. You could add power stacks on this up to 10,000 watts, which makes it really nice. You could use this thing for a home backup. You could hear the fans. Definitely moving quite a bit of air right there. Let's see. Let's plug this now. You have a variety of cables. Here's your Anderson connector to the PV connector for the solar. Your car charger, Anderson to the cigarette lighter in your car. You have an Anderson to Anderson connector. An Anderson to this connector, something 7900, whatever it's called. That is your main charge cord. So that's all the cables that come with it. What we want to do is put this thing through some real testing. So that's what we're going to do next. That'll work.
Yeah. All right, we're headed down to the trailer.
Yeah, let's see how it does power the air conditioner in there.
The air conditioner is the one big thing that we really used the gas generator for in the summer. That trailer got wicked hot. And you really did need to have an air conditioner a lot of the time.
Yeah, I remember those nights when the generator would run out of gas in the middle of the night. The AC would shut off.
We would go running out.
Trying to catch it before it ran out of gas.
Definitely was not fun. We lived in this little trailer 2 years.
We'll plug it into the RV plug on the front of this thing right from the trailer. Turn on the AC, see what kind of wattage we're using, because the charge controller inside the trailer is not going to want to use. It might use some other...
You mean have a draw for the battery?
It might have a phantom draw for the batteries, even though they're probably full.
So our batteries are full right now, completely. Yeah. Okay. Right. Now this is a very small trailer. It's 18 feet, and it is a very small air conditioner as well. I think it's only 5,000 BTUs, right?
Yeah, something like that. 55. It says it's pulling 0 watts. How is that possible? Did the microwave turn on?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see. No, but it may not be plugged in. No, it's plugged in. No power. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the unit takes a little while to turn on.
I think a bird just pooped on me, Kathy.
Oh, come on. All right, so let's see if we could see that screen. Very difficult. And it's terrible.
Is it lit up?
Yeah, it's lit up. It just looks terrible. So it's at 94%, and we have about 30 hours of use time. But our battery is full, and we're not really using any power other than 23 watts right now. So we're going to go turn on the air conditioner and see how long we could go. Now, don't forget, an air conditioner doesn't run non-stop, right? Doesn't it turn on and off?
Right, it cycles on and off.
So we will get a longer amount of time than what this is actually going to show. But we're going to go turn it on and see.
Can I move this into the shady area?
Yes, please.
No?
I guess it's okay. It just, no matter what you do,
can't read it.
You cannot read the screen with the camera. I don't know why. I don't understand. It's all shaky. Anyway, go ahead.
right.
You guys will have to trust me. I'm sorry. Okay, the air conditioner just cycled on. It jumped to 400 watts only. That's really weird. I didn't even see a surge. It says it'll only last 4 hours. Wow, that won't even get us through the whole night.
He's blowing.
It says it'll only last 4 hours.
Okay.
At 360, 370 watts. Which makes sense. So you'd want 2 of these, at least. Get through 8 hours of sleeping, right?
Right.
If it cycles, we might get more than 4 hours. You might be able to pull off 6 hours.
Right. Well, right now, yeah, it all depends on how hot it is in the trailer. Right now,
and how often it runs.
It's 85 degrees and sunny right now. And this
Outside.
Trailer, and the inside the trailer is like 100 degrees.
Yeah. So, yeah, it would take a long time right now. But if the trailer is cooler and we don't keep it at such a high, a cool temperature, we could definitely get more than 4 hours.
Even if I threw a 100-watt solar panel at this thing in the middle of the day with the sun hitting it,
you'll be charging and taking in wattage at the same time.
Right, you'd be able to add a third.
But that's during the day.
During the day, yeah.
Yeah, which is also important because there's a lot of times during the day where it's really hot.
Yep.
So, and night times, especially here in the woods, generally aren't as bad. But yeah, so pretty cool. It definitely runs the air conditioner and the trailer.
Look at how nice you could tuck this away even under your camper and people won't even see it.
And they won't hear it either.
Right, compared to a gas power generator, which has to be, I don't know how many feet away from this thing safely, so you don't hear it and you don't have exhaust fumes wafting into your area.
Absolutely. It's definitely a really awesome alternative. And I think it would have made a big difference for us living in this trailer.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Even like you said, if you bought a battery add-on,
at least
that
one
would be all you would need to get through the night.
Yeah. Yep. And then a whole lot more solar panels I would use too during the day, because we could have.
And in the long run, it's cheaper because gas is expensive. The money that you're going to spend to drive to go get gas.
Yeah.
It's just a no-brainer.
And the time. I'm sorry, but our time, honey. Our time is worth money.
And you don't have to do oil changes, which also is a cost factor.
Yep.
Maintenance-wise, this is just, plug and play.
This would have been so simple for us if they had this when we needed it. But they have it now, so. I know it's a little dark, but this is definitely blowing some nice cold air in here. He's got it. He's got it on low. Oh no, he's got it on high. He's got it on high cool, the highest setting. And it's already cooled down in here quite a bit. It's a nice little trailer. All right, that's a wrap on that. Next up, power tools. We already tested the 2 power saws yesterday.
This table saw has a 15 amp motor. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the AC power. Heard a little click of a relay in there. What's nice about this is I think the display stays on for about 5 minutes before it times out to save energy. All right, so we got the table saw plugged into a 20 amp outlet. We got the chop saw plugged into a 20 amp outlet. First thing I'm going to do is try and make a cut with the chop saw. Alright, got this 2x4 here. Now anybody who's watched any of our videos knows that we've had trouble with this saw here tripping our big solar inverter which powers our whole house. We are completely off grid here, so it has a lot of inrush current when you first start it up. So here we go. I cut right through a knot on the wood. That's why it was like putting a little extra strain on the saw. I saw about 1700 watts peak on that. Okay, so now let's see if I can run both of these now. No tricks. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. This unit has built-in protection, so it shouldn't be a problem. Let's see what happens. All right, we're all zeros. Make sure that thing stays lit. So running 800 watts. Well, we got the video on here. We're going to take a look at it and see, but from what I could see, it looked right around at the limit of 2200 watts. So we, definitely put it to a test. I thought it was going to pop. I heard the saw, it strained a little bit at startup, but once it started up, it was fine, which proves that you could use this on a job site where there's no power, which is great. So yeah, it packs a lot of punch for a little battery here.
The chop saw and the table saw, we use them all the time. And right now, another tool that we use all the time for our off-grid build is the compressor, because Richie needs it for the nail gun.
Yeah, and other various things.
So,
So we know that works no problem.
yeah, that works great. The other important thing is that cement mixer.
Yeah, and how about this circular saw here?
Oh, is that the one we built the deck with?
Yeah.
That works.
Oh, that's dusty.
Oof. I haven't had that one out in a long time.
It's been a while.
So we are at 90%, 0, and 42. I know it's impossible to see with this camera. It's like this weird wobbly look to it. Don't know why.
Ready?
Yep.
Haven't used this saw in a long time. Let's see, has it got a safety? It's nice. No safety on this.
It's so old.
It's a nice old one. It's a good one though. Ready?
Yes, sir. That was unpleasant.
No blade break, nothing.
Went up over 1,000.
Old school.
I got covered in dust. Thank you.
That's a good one.
It'll work. And we're still at 90%. Lots of cuts. You could just make cut after cut after cut.
Oh yeah, it would work.
All day long with any of these saws that we use so far.
This thing is a tank compared to
yeah.
what we
Definitely good for this. All right, one more thing to check. The cement mixer. And I think we covered all the tools that we really use
hang on, I'm gonna go get it.
that run on power. I feel like today is the hottest day so far yet this year. Okay, plugged in. Power's on. We're still at 90%. There's no load, but it's working. And, oh, it uses nothing. That's like 300.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, so it would run for how long if we needed to mix cement? Probably longer than we wanted to.
6 hours?
Yeah.
I'm not mixing cement for 6 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah. Everything, I can't think of anything else that we would use that's a power tool for our build.
Anything on the job site, you know, where you don't have power,
Yeah.
you're golden.
So this would have been helpful. We were using gas generators constantly to run all these tools for everything.
Right.
So this is great.
We went through a lot of gas.
A lot of gas.
We always had like 5 gallons on
Oh my gosh.
on standby at
Yep.
any given point in time.
And
The other thing we should mention is that there is an app available that you can download, which you can adjust settings on this thing and monitor its charge state.
all from your phone.
All from your phone.
Right.
It's a 320 watt, 48 volt panel. It's hard to see. It's definitely charging. Need that information. I'm at 160 watts, 163. It's climbing. Let's see where this thing peaks out. And we're doing about 265 watts right now. So yeah, that's nice. You could combine the charging too with AC and solar at the same time. The other thing that's nice about this unit, it has what they call UPS, and it's not United Parcel Service. It's uninterrupted power supply. So if you have appliances plugged into this unit, and this unit is plugged into your regular grid-tied AC outlet, if the power should go out, this thing will automatically switch and keep on running, which is a nice feature. It's like its own little transfer switch inside this unit. Pretty nice. Packs a lot of punch for a small battery like this.
This OUPES Mega 2 portable power station has enough power to run our little off-grid trailer.
It also has plenty of power to run all the tools we used and continue to use while building our house.
It's extremely quiet and you don't have to buy gas or do oil and filter changes.
I think our favorite part is that it has the ability to charge with up to 2100 watts of solar power.
So if you plan to live off the grid in your RV somewhere in the woods while building your future home like us, this power station will make it super simple.
We want to say thank you to OUPES for sending us this power station to try out.
And for anyone interested in living a simpler life with a portable power station, OUPES is running a special Father's Day sale starting tomorrow, Monday, June 10th.
The sale ends June 19th, so check them out.
All the links and information can be found in the description below the video.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Rich.
And I'm Kathy, and we're creating a simpler life in the Adirondacks, but simple doesn't mean easy.
But the OUPES portable power station sure would help.
Yes, it would. See you in the next video.
Ah!